Traders, welcome back to another Relentless recap. As usual, as you're tuning in and grabbing your popcorn, hit that thumbs up button. And if you're a new viewer, after watching, consider subscribing. What a beautiful day. You know, every day we wake up, every day we come in here and we get a chance to grace the market. It is always something special. It is always something to behold. You know, this is one of those fields where we're excited every day to show up. And today was nothing less than expected. You know, we met our expectations, you know, with our excitement, our joy for trading. And so, you know, right now I'm just going to continue to embrace it. I'm going to continue to be grateful and I'm going to continue to push forward. So far, we're off to a great start here to the new year. It's a matter of keeping our foot on the gas and continuing to remember every day what makes us good and sticking to it and, you know, excelling in it. All right. So with that being said, let's jump into the recap, guys. So XPEV, that's the one that's on screen. It was called out in Discord. I did take a look at it, but, you know, didn't really get involved. I thought it was looking okay, but ultimately with our daily chart and where it was, I felt like, you know, I'd prefer to wait out a little bit and see how this thing really does over the next couple of days. But it does look good here, you know, a bit of a short-term flag. And, you know, can we get back over key levels around 12 and 13.10, you know, 13.10 up here. That's XPEV. Moving on. We'll come back here to VVOS. AMV. AMV, we're green on this one, 118. And we actually had a very fortunate fill. This thing was halted up, lighter volume. This was sloppy on my behalf. I usually do my due diligence and check my volume and check my indicators, but I happened to miss volume. And despite this being halted up here coming into VWAP, it was risky, man. Bigger spreads, you know, things like that. And I got out looking for the dip and rip. I'm in, I'm out. We do open up, but the bid prices are lagging and the ask price going up, and then, you know, after me getting out, it you know, a couple seconds later it literally flushes down, those bids evaporate. So no good here on AMV. A little disappointing. CRKN, you know, CRKN, very, very strong pre-market. I mean, just look at the move here. In fact, you know, I think pre-market, I might have to start trading pre-market again. I don't usually trade pre-market. I am willing and able. You know, I'll just have to come a little earlier. But anyhow, this gives an incredible move to 94 cents and then pulls back into the open. I was watching for a red to green. It does start to curl here. And I saw it early. I saw it fairly early down here with this bottoming wick. And I did think to myself, hey, get long and risk off of this low. But I was in another trade. And, you know, trying to trade multiple stocks at once is always a little tricky. But anyhow, it does go. And one of the issues I had is that when we had this first pullback here on this red candle, I am trading it on my other monitor, which is, you know, the monitor up here. And so I wanted to pull the stock on screen on this main, you know, this main tab, this main monitor. And in doing so, you know, coming here, clicking CRKN, and then looking back at my level 2, I've already missed this dip. I bought it slightly higher. It wasn't good. I ended up getting chopped out, lost money, and then made some back on this second red candle here, getting in, and then selling. Added to the position for the 1 minute candle to make a new high. Sold one. Unfortunately, we didn't see the follow through for the retest to the highs, and I got out flat in the second position. So I was down 90, made back some money in there. You know, very disappointing that I messed up this first trade. If we didn't, we probably would have made about 3 cents, which would have been, you know, yeah, 3 cents, which would have been about $75. And we could have added a little bit more to it here. This was a good trade, but we didn't sell the entire position. We sold one, looking for follow through. It didn't quite happen. So, you know, we could have made about $125 on this particular stock if things had went well. It is a difference, you know, 125 versus down 30. It is a difference there, despite, you know, it not being a huge gain. Moving on, INM. INM was on the watch list, but, you know, every day it seems like there's a stock that just goes down. That is the short seller's dream, and that's exactly what this one was. Not much else there for me to go over. KALA. Ladies and gentlemen, I took a beast trade on KALA. How high did this go? It's 56. I took a beastly trade on KALA after, or is it during, I think it's during the live stream actually. Once I joined Discord, I kind of just, sat back. I sometimes feel like, I'm a little too passive. And I did say this, like, I think I could have attacked this 3 bar play here much more aggressively. Even if it's the same small size, but, actively getting in. And the way how these types of stocks work, you got to use smaller size to mitigate the risk. Be in and be in low and hold longer for that bigger move. And that's what I did right over here. Right, I'm in. This red candle here almost stopped me out, but this happens when I'm in trade holding longer. We see a bit of a flush, or let's say a minor flush, small flush. It looks like it wants to shake you out. But you know what? I've seen this before. Let's hold through this. And we ride this move, and this is a beautiful trade. I mean, with 25 shares to make $65 is absolutely incredible. We made about almost $3 a share, right? And so from our first position at 39.73, we are selling all the way up there, and we'll actually look at it in the monitor screen. And what was my goal? Here, Relentless, what was your goal on this trade? What was your trade idea here? I wanted to go up to 80 shares, but I didn't want to take 80 shares right away. I wanted to scale into the position. I'm in at 73. We had a low of 50, and I didn't average lower at 50 because I thought we might have had that bigger pullback. But this is the point of averaging in. My stop right here was at 39.20 was my stop. I had a live order out on the ladder. I should have added, because at the end of the day, it is lower than where I am now. You can't be too greedy for the extra cents, right? Hey, instead of me being in at 50, maybe I can get 40. It's just 10 cents on this type of stock means nothing. It literally means nothing because of the range. The range is huge. We went from 39 to 55. Who cares if you're in at 39.40 versus 39.50 when the end result is $55, $15 a share? So sometimes I'm a little upset about myself with myself for these type of things, but it's okay. Next time we know how to approach. And this year for me, it's gonna be about level-headed trading and comfortable trading. And with that being said, I don't want to continue to use small size forever. We've just a few weeks ago, we're pushing bigger size, but I wanna have a balance, right, where I'm trading comfortable in the trades, but also using bigger size. And so, what we did a few weeks ago was the start of that. Hey, bigger size, get used to it, be uncomfortable until you can be comfortable with that bigger size and expand this zone that you have for yourself, right? Expand your comfort zone, literally. And so I'm gonna ease back into it, and this way we're gonna do it. This time we're gonna do it the right way, because now I'll be able to see much more clearly what is it I need to do and what I want to do and how I want to react to certain trades. But I'm not gonna rush it at the same time. So look forward to Relentless pushing it and getting it done. Efficiency. That was KALA. We continued higher. All right, that was KALA. We continued higher. We're out right here. I did think after this red candle, like, hey, maybe this might be coming down, but no, it held its levels nicely. And then we continued here, and then it got all the way to 56. MSGM. This one made a decent move. And actually, no, that was yesterday. Today it was down. Okay, I'm looking at the wrong day. Moving on. PALI, I don't think we traded this one. It looks like it bounced up in after hours though. OBLG, I'll keep an eye on this for tomorrow. Let's save it up top. Nice bounce in after hours. PALI, not much. It's still pulling back. TYDESONO, not much there. So lastly, we have VVOS, and then we'll wrap it up. So VVOS, this is the one. Actually, let's hold on. Positions. VVOS. Is that really it? How much am I green today? 335. Wow, I thought it was more of an eventful day, but I guess it was only 4 stocks. Okay, we did make 118 on that one. Yeah, okay, so VVOS, right? Yeah, this will be the last one. Halt City, just similar to what we had yesterday on the other one. My E-Trade platform is all the way over here. Halt City, right? It's not on that list. E-Trade shows the halt levels a little bit better, so I love to pull this up every time there's something that's going crazy with the halts. For every minute we're actually paused, it gives a dotted line going across here, which really helps out a lot. So into the open, right? This thing is strong pre-market. I think tomorrow I'll trade pre-market. This is strong. It's aggressive. It makes a new high here right before the open. It's setting up for that gap and go. It halts up almost instantly into the open. And unfortunately, I think a lot of people weren't expecting this. It halts down and then does a red to green, another halt down. It opens up, it goes higher and higher, and then we get a couple of candlesticks. This one was crazy, man. But in Discord we spoke about it. It felt like it was a little easier to trade than JSPR from yesterday. So VVOS, we do have our show trades on here. Our first trade of the day is a loss of 9 cents, 2,000 shares. So we're down 180. We're red to start the day. And, on this red to green here is where we made back some money. So we're watching at it closely. We're in at 210 right here, and we're coming out at 218. So we made back some money there, not bad. Right, we're out at 17, 20, 22, 20, and 22. Not bad. And in some areas I still could have been a little bit more aggressive, but trying to have that balance of when to, when not to. It continued. We made some money on this halt as well, but I did have a higher fill for the dip and rip here from 55 to 65, only a 10-cent range for the halt. It was a little disappointing that the range was so tight, but still we got a good trade in there. And let's see, so we're watching for a break of 80 here. We took a small loss, and then the false halt down is what's gonna really get me. It's disappointing because even in my recording, right, my level 2 recording for the false halt down, I had a different stock pulled up. Like, let's switch to the other screen, right? So VVOS is in the middle, but on the charting I had like KALA or something. I right before the resumption I took a quick look and then didn't switch it back. So yes, VVOS was on my main screen here, but in terms of the recording it's a little botched, so I didn't really quite get to see where I was buying and how either slow I was or how high I got filled. I want to say it's a high fill because I thought I was buying early. But we were up almost 400. We were up 397, and we took a very quick loss, which was so disappointing on this stock. And it's kind of where we ended things before trading KALA. So 1,500 size, we're in at 81 out at 72, and this is me trying to buy at 65 as we're seeing a false halt. I believe it was 65 or maybe 69, maybe 69. But it's such a high fill. It was so disappointing. I mean, just man, it happens though. It happens. But yeah, KALA, in at 39, 73 out at 41.70, bought back more at 42.13, out at 42.61, 43.76, 44.24, 45 and 39. Unwinding the last remaining of the position. So yeah, guys, tomorrow we'll come back again. And jeez, oh my god, did I just do that? Relentless. Did I just do that? Sometimes being a YouTuber, man. Anyhow, so what I was saying is that I took 1,500 shares here. And we're in at 81, we're out at 72. And then KALA trades in at 39.73. And so, you know, it's not bad, right? It's not bad. We added back here out at 41.70. So about $1 a share win on the first half. Adding back, and when I added back, we had a bunch of buyers on level 2. In fact, it was such a reflex for me that I just hit buy, and I forgot my order entry window had small size. You know, it was one of those things that I tried to take on a trade, but you know, so in at 13 out at 42. Well, rather in at 42.13 out at 42.61, out at 43.76, 44.24, 44.45, and then the last couple of shares at 44.39, and that's after this drop. So I thought we were gonna fail, right? That's after this pullback right here. So I did see 46. I saw 46 unrealized, but you know, we'll take, you know, and I did take trades like this in the past with bigger size, but you know, we're gonna do what we need to do. We know what we have to do. We'll get it done, and we will be better. So that'll do it for the recap here, guys. It's been RT once again. If you did enjoy, hit that thumbs up button. If you're a new viewer, consider subscribing. I am, of course, signing out, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. Eastern Time sharp for another beautiful day in the markets.